Hello and welcome back to Drama Investigator. Before we get into today's investigation, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I post the tea. Jaclyn Hill recently spilled the tea on her Instagram. She completely exposed herself. She opened up about how she stopped caring about her business last year, throwback to her failed lipstick launch, where people received hairy, lumpy, bumpy lipsticks. And then Jaclyn also mentioned on her Instagram story how she turned to alcohol. Jaclyn also responded to hate comments about why her face was so swollen, and lastly, she talked about her Botox journey. It's also important to mention that at the start of her story, she included, yes, you guessed it, her Morphe promo details for yet another Morphe Jaclyn Hill sale. Was this just another way to get people to watch her stories, to drive more sales to her wonky, lumpy, shady products? Who knows? Here's what she had to say on her Instagram story.
I feel so tired, but like in the best way possible because I spent the day in the sun. I'll explain this in a minute. I spent the day in the sun. Instead of organizing indoors, I just decided to have a backyard blackout because the weather was too beautiful not to be outside. So I was like, let's be productive about it. So I arranged my backyard, changed a few things up, just wiped everything down, just made it look good. So I'll show you guys my backyard soon. Thank you, by the way, to everyone saying such sweet things about my backyard. Anytime I show it, you guys say the most kind things about how much you like my backyard, and I love my backyard. It is probably my favorite area of the entire house, but it's so hot here in Florida typically that you don't get to enjoy it because it's so sticky and there's so many mosquitoes. But when the weather is good, I practically live out there. I sat out there today in a short sleeve shirt and my right arm is so burnt. I'm so pissed at myself. I went and got my lips touched up today. Right here. Those are my battle wounds. Wah! I'm also swollen, so you can see this side is drooped down. More than that side. Let's just pray that I do not swell like I did last time I got a touch-up. Last time I got a touch-up was 18 months ago. And my lips looked like two hot air balloons on my face. It was horrible. I was gonna get a touch-up in LA. I even posted a picture of myself with the numbing cream while I was there several months ago, but I ended up not doing it. I just got a touch-up right here in the center of my nose to get it straight because I typically have like a tiny little bump right here, and then I get an injection here and here like once a year, and it makes my nose like that instead of, I'm hoping that you can see it because I can't even see right now. Yeah, so I did my lip touch up today, and then I also got, man, my brows, my everything. I need to have a self-care day, that's for sure. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. But I also got a little Botox right here as well today. And then one injection here and one injection here. I get Botox right here to lift my brows. So in like a week, it'll be like a little bit more like this on each side. And I have lost 6 pounds in the past 10 days. So I think my face is slimming down and all the swelling. So just trying to take care of myself, y'all. Also, I feel like I always use this angle whenever I'm talking to you guys. I hold my phone like so low and I'm not helping myself. And I always get DMs about how fat my face is, how chubby my cheeks are, but it really doesn't bother me anymore. But I should be doing myself a favor and holding my camera more up like this so that it looks a little bit more, but also I don't give a damn. So I wanted to respond to this verbally just because I get asked this question every single day in DMs, and it does not bother me whatsoever. I know so many people are like, stop commenting on her face, and yeah, stop commenting on my face. It's never okay to comment on my face. I agree, it's not okay to comment on anyone's face. It's not okay to comment on body, weight, size, shape. It just doesn't matter. It's no one's business. But also it doesn't bother me because of the fact that my face noticeably blew up so much, especially about 5 months ago. It was like within a couple of weeks, it got so big and it was swelling. It's not, yes, I've gained weight, so some of it is fat, but the majority of it is swelling. And the reason I know this is because I have gone to so many doctors and so have had so many tests done. And I know that everyone is a doctor online and everyone has a diagnosis for me, but I guarantee you I'm taking care of myself, and I have had every test under the sun done, and I still continue to do so because I'm on the health and wellness journey for myself right now. But at the end of the day, the reason that my face was so swollen, and still, there is still swelling in my face for sure. Like, we still have a while to go. You can see it, like in here, still swollen. Also down in here, it's swollen. Reason being is because I was drinking way too much alcohol. The past year was extremely hard on me mentally, and I went into an extreme depression, a very severe depression, and I stopped caring about everything. I stopped caring about myself. I stopped caring about my business, my company, just everything. Most importantly, I stopped caring about me completely, and I just let myself go. And I just was so miserable. I woke up miserable. I went to sleep miserable. Everything was miserable. I was just in a hole, and alcohol was the thing that I turned to. Dumbest decision ever, but I did it. And then I had a come to Jesus moment, and I was like, what the hell am I doing? I'm destroying my life. I'm destroying myself. Alcohol was my poison, and I'm like, enough is enough. And I decided to pick my ass up, get myself to doctors, start doing tests, figuring it out, and taking my life back and being in control. What's crazy is that I put on so much weight, but I basically didn't eat, because when I'm really depressed, I don't eat. I was throwing up all the time due to my anxiety and depression. I would say there was a period there where I was throwing up 5-6 days a week, if not 7 days a week. Like, I just couldn't hold it down. I'd wake up, I'd throw up in the middle of the day, throw up in the middle of the night. I would just throw up just because my anxiety and my depression was so bad. I was barely eating, but I was just putting on so much weight because I was drinking. And it was horrible. It was a horrible time for me. Yeah, and it's crazy because it hasn't even been that long since I decided just like enough is enough, and I already just feel so good. Like, you guys, I didn't do anything. I was so freaking miserable. Just like walking around my house was a chore for me. I was so depressed, and I know that so many people deal with this, and like just thinking about it makes me want to cry because I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad I don't feel like that anymore, and I am never gonna go back to that ever again because I just let myself go. But it's been a short period of time since I decided to make changes, and already it's like I'm just so filled with energy now. Anyways, sorry, I'm like getting off like my own little tangent. But yeah, I just wanted to answer that because I do see comments and questions about my face every single day. And I know it was very embarrassing for me to get on camera and show my face looking like that because of the reason behind it. You know, it's one thing if you get into a new relationship and you're really happy and you gain a lot of weight and you're like, whatever, it's happy weight. But I couldn't look at myself in the mirror for a couple of months. I would see myself in the mirror and I would just get furious. Like, I would get so angry because of what the weight represented and what the swollen face represented. Like, it wasn't happy weight. And I would see all the comments on my Instagram photos being like, leave her alone. She's in a happy relationship. It's happy weight. This is what happens when you fall in love. And I was like, no, this is not happy weight. God bless Jordan for loving me and sticking with me because he stuck through the darkest mental state I've ever been in. God bless that man. He is amazing. But yeah, slowly but surely, I'm getting back to who I hate that Instagram cuts me off. It's just so rude. One last thing that I want to say before I check out here and go watch Grey's Anatomy with my man. I can't wait. Something else that I saw a lot the past couple of months that I have wanted to say and address is I saw so many comments from people being like, she's changed so much. She's so different now. She's so fake. And that was such a hard comment for me to see because it was so true and so accurate. And for a period of time, I did not know who I was. I did not love myself. I did not care about myself. And so I was just kind of trying to like go through the motions and do what I thought I was supposed to do. But I wasn't actually taking care of me. And no one can ever get you to that place except yourself. Like, no one's saying like you need to make changes or you need to look at yourself in the mirror or you need to deal with this. Nobody could have gotten me to the place that I got myself to. I had a major wake up call one day and I was like, we are done. And no one could have gotten me to that place except me. But yeah, I just wanted to address that. I'm done talking now. That's it. I feel kind of awkward now because that was a lot. That's it. Okay, I'm done.
Jaclyn also responded to a fan sticking up for her at the end of her story, which painted her experience in a positive light. The fan had messaged her saying, "For the record, you are not being fake. You are in a different mental state and cope how you saw it. Don't let people call you fake just because you are evolving or going through something that you can't share on Insta. Also, we don't know you personally and have no right to comment on what is or isn't you. Love you no matter where you're at, boo-boo." Jaclyn had responded, "I love you guys. Do you think people will fall for Jaclyn's SAP story just in time for another sale or another launch? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. That's all for this investigation. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. My social media will be linked down below, and I'll see you guys in our next investigation.